Well, I'm with Bill Livick, who is the CEO and Executive Vice Chair at Comscore, and I'm also joined by Chris Wilson, who is Chief Commercial Officer at Comscore. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
So Bill, tell us about Comscore's new international connected TV capabilities.
Right. Well, look, it starts really with how we view the world. The roots of Comscore are based in digital. And as we all know, the World Wide Web is a global platform. And that has always been our aspiration on TV, is to be globally. Now, what we built in the United States is a platform that measures everyone who watches TV, regardless of the delivery system that it has. Based on inputs from our large enterprise clients, be they advertisers, ad agencies, or media companies, they want us to move around the globe of measuring television or premium videos, many of them call. And our first step on this journey is working with the connected TV lot.
Okay, and you have a big announcement, as I understand it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going to be announcing that we're starting with 2 countries in Europe, in Germany and the UK, and then have expansion plans beyond that. Chris, would you like to expand on that, please?
Sure, John. So we're going to be working with the ACR providers initially, with the idea of being able to help our customers understand ad exposure and ad measurement as it relates to that, primarily around analytics, to help them understand how well those campaigns are performing, and ultimately being able to link that information also with our digital insights, to be able to start to provide services that are much more in line with what we've done in the US in the past. We've got a number of countries starting in the EU that we've got committed clients that are interested in, and we're actively out there pursuing relationships with partners to be able to access that television viewing information and ad exposure information to kind of provide them services that are much more in line with what they've seen from us in the US.
Okay, and give us some more detail on what the new capabilities include then. You mentioned ad exposure there, obviously. Tell us some more about it.
Chris?
Yeah, so some of the initial services that we'll be providing are going to be more around the lines of attribution. Were customers exposed to an ad, and then how did that ad perform as it relates to some sort of business result? That seems to be where the brands and agencies are most interested initially. Ultimately, those capabilities will expand, but those will be the areas that we will concentrate on first.
Okay, and how did the innovation come about?
Well, the innovation actually started a long time ago with the idea of how do we expand outside the United States. In the United States, we started with the satellite operators and expanded from there, where today we have television measurement from all of the connected return path homes, whether it be from satellite, telco, or cable, and with connected TV on top of that. This long journey has to start somewhere. And outside the US, we felt that the most scalable way to approach this is with the connected TVs.
Okay, and what makes it such a milestone for the industry then?
Well, it's the first time that we can start merging Comscore's mission with the mission of so many of our enterprise-wide clients. You see it today with the platforms. They're not country specific, they are global in nature. Now the content may be very different based on country because of obvious language and less obvious cultural differences that they are. But one thing that's sure is that if you're a global manufacturer or advertiser, you probably are selling in every country around the globe. And they want to fulfill a mission of a harmonized measurement system. We think because of where we are with our global digital footprint and our massive footprint in the United States, it gives us the ability to super serve our brand customers and our enterprise-wide customers. And that was really the brainchild around what we're doing. Chris, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think, John, one of the things that's important to understand is a lot of this is being driven by our global customers that we work with in the U.S., and they're looking for some form of standardization and consistency in the markets around the world that are important to them. So a lot of this is being driven by those large customers' desire to bring some of the practices they've had with us in the U.S. around the world. And we're really working to support their needs and to create a global standard as it relates to looking at how this information is evaluated.
Okay, and you've touched on some of the benefits for clients already, but just, expand upon that. I mean, what are the key benefits for the clients?
Chris?
I think the major benefit, John, is helping them understand either their return on media spend or the business outcomes that they'll see based on either advertisers they work with, that they're on the sell side, or if they're on the buy side, understanding how that media spend will perform for them so that they can start to optimize their spending in a way that's going to help drive outcomes and business results versus it just being pure impressions or GRPs. So it brings it to the next level of accountability that brands and agencies are looking for today in how they're deciding where to advertise and the results they expect from that advertisement.
Okay, I mean, I was going to ask you why you feel the new measurement is so important, but I think you sort of, touched upon quite a lot of it there. Is there any other reasons why this is such an important development?
I think it's just as simple as our global village has become smaller and smaller and smaller. And I think the pandemic has illustrated that we're all connected. And the advertisers are connected globally. And they have a need to have global campaigns. And one of the key factors in them achieving that is having measurement that is credible around the world.
Okay, and then just to wrap up, I mean, how can advertisers and broadcasters leverage the data, either immediately or over a period of time?
Chris, would you like to take that?
Yeah, so immediately, John, we'll be providing them insights and reports and access to the information they need to make decisions on their business. Ultimately, we see it being available in some sort of user interface or BI tool that allow them to do more of that analytics themselves and to be able to start to modify those reports to get further insights. But initially, it'll be providing them the information they need per a specific campaign, an ad campaign, in metrics or formats that we've agreed to ahead of time. Okay,
all right. Well, it's a very important development. We know connected TV is, the really big topic this year, I think, apart from COVID. So thanks for telling us very much about it. And, I wish you luck with the new solution.
Thank you, John. Have a great day.
Great. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
All right.